What is going on, everybody? Thank you for coming back for another video. Today we want to talk to you about if Florida is right for you.
So in this video, we're going to be diving into the ins and outs of what the state has to offer. And hopefully that will help make your decision a little bit easier if Florida is right for you.
If you're new to our channel, we are a family with 5 children who uprooted our lives from Wisconsin to follow our dreams of a life in Florida. We make all sorts of videos about moving to Florida
and all the fun things you can do once you get here.
So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe down below.
Hit that bell
so you don't miss any of our uploads.
Especially when we go live
to answer your questions. Shall we just get on with it?
Let's get it on. Yeah, I know. It sounded better in my head.
Let's get it on.
Sunshine, blue skies, it's a state of mind that we came to find. I'm talking about palm trees, we're making memories. I don't wanna leave this sunshine state of mind.
The first thing we're going to bring up is pretty obvious, Lindsay, and that is the weather in Florida.
It is hot.
It's very hot. Florida actually has the highest average temperature of any state in the United States at 70.7 degrees average.
We also have over 200 days of sunshine each year.
That's some great weather. People wanting to escape snow and the brutal winters of the north is probably the biggest reason we hear for people wanting to move to Florida. And sometimes that's the only reason people need.
But if you need more convincing, stick with us. Now, some people hate the sand, but Florida is more than just beaches.
That's right. Florida is home to many different ecosystems. We also have jungles, crystal clear springs, and also swamps. Who doesn't love a swamp?
I love a good old bayou.
If you ask me, the natural beauty of Florida is unparalleled and is not matched by any other state.
I would agree. You guys, and the sunsets.
Oh my gosh. Whether you're at the beach or just chilling at your house in Central Florida, the sunsets are breathtaking.
Are you an outdoors person? Because Florida's got you covered.
That's right. From freshwater fishing to saltwater fishing to hunting. Guys, you can hunt deer down here. Hogs, alligators. There's so many different animals that you can hunt. And not to mention the water sports as well. If you're into paddleboarding, kayaking, surfing, parasailing, you name it, snorkeling, so many different water sports that you can do here in Florida, whether it's saltwater or freshwater.
Now, whatever sports that you're interested in, Florida's got you covered. And now, starting November 21st, you can even go down a snow hill.
Tubing. Snow tubing.
Snow tubing.
Yeah.
Build a snowman.
They get it.
Snowball fight.
Okay, so we've talked about all the outdoor activities that you can do in Florida, but maybe you're a sports junkie. What better place to be a sports junkie than in Florida as well? Guys, hockey. Tampa Bay Lightning just won the Stanley Cup. As we're making this video, Tampa Bay Rays are in the World Series. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are looking like a Super Bowl contender, and guess what? The Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay this year.
But the sports don't stop at the professional level.
That's right. College football is king down here in Florida. From your perennial powerhouses such as Florida, Florida State, and Miami, you also have the new up-and-comers like USF and UCF. Nobody loves their college football more than the state of Florida. And one thing we haven't mentioned is the youth sports and the opportunities that they present, especially in baseball and football. Baseball, huge down here in Florida, as well as football. There are so many opportunities and different club teams and training sessions with professional coaches that your kids will not get in other places.
Guys, depending on where you pick, Florida can be whatever you want it to be.
You're looking for a laid-back lifestyle? Try out a beach town.
And if you're into the hustle and bustle, check out areas like Tampa, Orlando, or Jacksonville.
If you're a young professional and want to check out the party scene, an area like Fort Lauderdale or Miami could be right for you. In Florida, there's also so many opportunities as far as schools go. If we're talking about K through 12 schools, check out one of our last videos that we did right here about the differences between charter schools and magnet schools. What we found is that magnet schools can be a great option for your child if they have a specific interest in a certain subject or just a talent in that subject. And we could also go on and on about the colleges in Florida. Florida has some of the top colleges in the entire country.
Does your current state lack diversity? Because let me tell you, The state of Florida is one of the most diverse states in the nation.
And we're not just talking about cultural diversity. There's people of every age, race, religion, and background here in Florida. So you won't feel left out no matter who you are.
And it's so much more than just making sure you don't feel alone in your own individual communities. There is so much in this area to learn from by learning a second language, eating different foods, just learning more about other parts of our country.
Or the world. Are you a Disney or theme park fanatic? Because obviously Florida's right for you if you are. And it doesn't just stop at Disney and Universal. There's many other small theme parks throughout the state of Florida.
It's endless, guys.
And many of them will give you deep discounts just for being a Florida resident. Now, Lindsay, you briefly touched on this when we were talking about diversity, but if you are a foodie, Florida is going to be awesome for you.
Yep. You know how many different kinds of tacos there are?
You love your tacos, don't you?
There's a lot of different tacos down here.
And guys, Florida's a peninsula. If you're into seafood, Florida has some fantastic fresh seafood. Not to mention the Caribbean influence in the food here is fantastic.
Mwah.
I'll admit, I had never really tried Cuban food before we moved to Florida, but I have had some fantastic empanadas and plantain dishes since living here. Stuff that I wouldn't have even tried while living in Wisconsin.
It's funny you bring that up, Eric, because my first experience with a real true empanada, I was actually at the hairstylist, and this wonderful lady came in that cooks all of this at her home and disperses it out through all the small businesses in her area. She came in with them, and at first I was a little hesitant, and I'm so glad they had me try it, because I'm telling you, that was like the most delicious thing I have ever tasted.
And before that day, you probably didn't know what an empanada was.
I didn't. And then the second time I came back in, I was like, is she coming? Is she coming?
Still don't know if Florida's right for you? Maybe the only reason you need is the only reason that we needed. We wanted to live where we vacationed.
Guys, before we moved here, we were coming here almost 6 years in a row vacationing with our kids.
All over the state. We tried Daytona, we tried the Gulf side, we tried South Florida, we tried Orlando. We had seen the entire state before we even moved here. So it really gave us a good grasp of what life would be like in different areas of the state, and it was something that we craved. So we decided, why not make it our home? If you're thinking about a move to Florida and are looking for information on anything pertaining to your move, maybe it's about the moving process, maybe it's about different areas within the state of Florida, make sure you check out our Facebook group called Let's Move to Florida, a group by Florida with 5. The description is in the link right below this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video, and we will see you next time.